You already know the youngest in charge. Wildlife BG checking in and joining me. I have none other than the rising phenom, Mr. Nardo Wick. Nardo is happening, my dog.
What's up?
Cool, man. I appreciate you taking the time to join me on today.
For sure.
Now, I heard that you're from Duval.
Yeah, I'm in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Florida, checking in. You know, that's like an hour and a half away from Savannah. You ain't that far away, so that's how the music spread.
Yeah, that shit's close.
Yeah, it's real close. Tell me how it was growing up in Jacksonville. Like, what was it like for you? I know you're still young, but just coming up in Jacksonville, what was it like for you?
One of the best, one of the worst. It was great. You feel me? It was regular to me because that's how I was growing up.
Facts. Were you always into the music? Like, was that something that you always just wanted to do? You knew you wanted to do?
Yeah. Since I knew, I was like, yeah.
What age would you say you started rapping and taking it seriously?
Nice. 18, 17, 18, something like that. Seriously 18.
But you kind of been messing around writing rhymes before then?
No, not really. No.
Dang, so what inspired you? Was it like the situation going on maybe in the streets of Jacksonville that made you be like, man, I'm about to do something else and rap? Like, what was that turning point that just made you be like, I'm about to put all my energy into that?
But easy, I knew it was easy, and I seen how people were making money from it. You feel me? And I know I could do it.
I can't say it's the easiest. I just think that a lot of people are gifted. You were definitely one of them because coming out of Florida, you don't have the typical Florida artist sound. You got your own unique sound to you.
Yeah.
And it caught me off guard for sure. When I first heard you, I had one of my brothers come from my little brother Donovan came from Jacksonville. He playing the Jacksonville music like this what they own, and it was you. It was Who Won't Smoke. I'm like, man, who is this kid? He's like, man, I'm telling you, he got it going crazy in Jacksonville. He up next. So I'm listening to it, and it took me a second at first because your voice on the track is just unique. It's different in itself. So I had to understand, like, what is he saying? And when I heard, I said, dang, little homie got punchlines. Like you was saying something in that. When I was listening, I say, dang, like, is that something you pride yourself on, being a punchline rapper? Because a lot of people are stuck on the mumble rap right now.
I guess I just rap, you feel me? And just come out. Like, I don't just. That's just what comes to my head when I be thinking.
That's you got a way of putting the words together, especially when I heard, you got that part where you knock. You say, who the is that? How did you come up with that? Or Who I Smoke? Who Won't Smoke?
I just thought I was thinking like in the middle, in my songs, I always try to think of something different. And that's what I thought of. And I put the mic to the floor and I stomped on the floor.
That's what I was gonna ask. Did you actually record a stomping in? Oh man, that's hard. And then that's another thing that I feel like is a unique trait of your music, because I listen to you. So from Who Won't Smoke to you have your own way of doing something different in the middle of the track that'll catch your attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And is that like your signature style? That's something you aim for? Is that something that will make somebody listen like, you know what? I like that.
I'm just different. I always try to think of something different, but like different, like what that I ain't done yet too. Like I don't want to repeat nothing.
Yeah, I can definitely say that's the most different, especially in a time where you have TikTok craze, just taking the music to another level. You adding the elements that you put into your beats, those sound effects, those noises that you may make, whatever it may be to break it down, that helps out a lot on TikTok. Like seeing Who Won't Smoke on TikTok and seeing that one part of just the stumping and saying, who is that? Crazy. So, now, I did see that you're going to be part of Rolling Loud Miami.
Yeah, and.
Tell me about it, man. How you feel? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
First Rolling Loud appearance?
Yeah, it's my first year rapping.
So you had success all within your first year. See, that's why I say that's not normal, man. Like, that's a blessing, man. You stay focused in your first year, you're on Rolling Loud Miami with a lot of big other names. Like, that's crazy.
For sure.
And then you also, I did see not only just Rolling Loud, but I ran across you as well with that I Declare War on the Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, how did you even get in the mix of that? Because that movie was crazy.
The executive producer hit me up. He just called me and said, I need a song for this movie. He sent me the trailer. He sent me the beat that I need it done by the day or Wednesday or something. And he said I need it done by the day. I went and did it.
So, dang, that seems relatively quick. So in your creative process, do you say you kind of like, do you write your rhymes or do you just go in, you punch in, or you freestyle everything?
I punch in, yeah.
Punch in, punch in. Are you a perfectionist? Are you one of those that's like, I want to take my time?
Yeah, I know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, because I can see, like, I wouldn't have thought that you punched in from how clever your words come in and your wordplay is as you do your verses. It's different, and then the hooks go crazy on me. Like, that's crazy.
I appreciate that.
And then I also saw that you had the cosign from G Herbo, Dirt, and Future, bro. Like in the first year, because I already know, man, when you have cosigns like that in this industry, people try to put all kind of stuff on you, man, that don't be true because they don't believe that it can just happen like that. Like, how did that come about?
Shit, yeah. Word of mouth.
So like,
it's just word of mouth. People, niggas tell niggas about niggas every time. I mean, they gonna like them, so they won't co-sign them. But rappers be knowing about the smaller niggas, but they don't like them enough to co-sign them. You feel me?
Has there been any other rappers that reached out to you after they heard the music? Like, yo, little bro, I think you hard.
Nah, not really no big names that I can think of. Oh yeah. Roddy Ricch.
Ooh, that's huge. I mean, I can't lie, like Future and Dirk, them are still some big names to reach out to. Still, like, you know, in your first year, that's huge to have cosigns for. I do remember seeing a Future story and him tagging you, but this was prior to me knowing what it was all about. That's crazy.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch, damn, he told me I'm hard.
That's tough. Now, as far as excuse me for that. Now, as far as your future with making collaborations with any artists, do you have any in mind that you maybe want to work with?
Yeah, whoever want to work that I fuck with. Like Mason.
Are you like an artist who's very selective over who you choose to allow in your creative process?
I'm real selective.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What's the reason behind being so selective in this industry?
Cause I'm picky, you feel me? And I'm real, like, you feel me? I can't fuck with nothing that ain't real.
Yeah, this industry full of a lot of fake stuff. Now the name.
You're the fake though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Now your name, Nardo Wick. How did it come about? Like, that's what they always called you down there in Jax?
Nah, I'm Nard, but like Wick, just short for Wicked, Nardo Wick.
It's a unique name. That's definitely a unique name to it. Now, as far as any future projects, is there any new projects in the works we could be looking for? Because I did see last night you dropped Pull Up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Going crazy. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, for this to be like your first year, even listening to you and Pull Up and going back as far as that viral hit Slide, mm-hmm. I can hear the growth in your bars and your just your confidence overall. Like, that's what was your inspiration to come up with Slide? Because I saw that went viral. I saw a young lady on Instagram rapping it, I believe. Like, how did that come about?
Oh shit! I made that song regular, like a regular song. But I don't never know how. Like, when I'm making a song, I'm just making it regular. But then I gotta listen to it afterwards, like a couple times, to know if I like it or not.
Did you know, like, when you made that song, it was gonna be a hit, or did you have to figure out like a creative way to get it out to the masses?
I knew it was gonna be a hit, but I still had to. You feel me? I ain't had no ears, so I had to think of a way to get it ears.
Did you know the young lady who was rapping your song?
Yeah. I'm my ex.
Okay, man. Shout out to her. Yeah, you utilized that the right way. That was creative, because I know, being from Savannah, we have a lot of artists that just think, because we saw one of our artists from down here blow up from literally making a video beating on the car, rapping. So everybody thinks, oh man, I can beat on the car and rap myself, and like that becomes oversaturated at a certain point in time. So when you saw the young lady rapping,
it's like, God, you got to do something to grab their attention, you feel me? Because like, I just seen a post today with like 400,000 songs come out a week, you feel me? Yeah, that's a lot. You feel me? It's a million people rapping. Yeah,
you're right. I think I did see a tweet earlier from P saying that it's like 400,000 new songs and producers dropping new beats, and to be in that few percentage that's able to get paid and people like you, that's huge. You do have to be creative and outside the box. And like I said, from your voice to the delivery of your punchlines, even the way you may mix it up in the middle of a track and just get quiet or tell them to shh or make a noise, that in itself is creative enough to keep their attention for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you say you have any influences in the game just coming up in Florida? Were there any rappers that you listen to coming up like, man, I kind of like his style, I want to be not exactly like that, but that influence?
I ain't never listened to nobody and said that to myself, but I listen to them, but I ain't never like said, like I'm not, I can't be influenced, you feel me? I listen to rappers from from Florida.
So who would be on like the Nardo Wick playlist? Rappers that could get played in your ride. Who would you say would be like your top three?
My top three?
Top three.
Top 3 or 5?
We could do 5, top 5.
Lil Papa, Young Boy, Lil Baby, Dirt, and probably I said Lil Baby, Kodak probably, and I include myself.
Now that's a hard top 5. I was wondering, being from Florida, if you could put Yak in that mix, but yeah, that's a hard top 5.
Ryan, listen to it. That's probably the music I listen to the most. Them, feel me?
I can understand it. That's a hard top 5. You would definitely be in it. Like I said, Who Won't Smoke is.
Oh, Polo G2. It just depends. You feel me? Like when Rod Wave dropped this shit, that's who I was playing the most. When the Papa just dropped this shit, that's who I was playing the most. Polo G dropped, that's who I be playing. It's just whoever dropped, you feel me, that I like. I'm real picky. I don't be liking nigga.
Facts. You got to be selective over whose music you intake, especially being in the industry. And that's hard because there are a lot of artists who they don't like listening to other outside artists. They never ever give credit to I listen to him in my spare time. When I'm not listening to me, I'm listening to Baby or I'm listening to Dirt. Like that's huge. That's hard for you to give credit for it. So I also want to know now, because you came up relatively quickly in the game, being from Jacksonville too, that's a city where there's not really a lot of resources, but a lot of talent. What would be your advice for upcoming artists to get on the level that you reached? Like, what can they do? With some steps that they can take?
Just stay true to the music. Like, if you got it, like some people don't got it, but if you got it, you feel me, just stay consistent and stay at it. Like, put your energy towards it, and don't be trying to do songs for everybody, like your homeboys and shit like that, because it'll water you down.
So quality is a huge thing too, because a lot of people just think I can keep dropping.
Don't rush it. You feel me? Like, if you just wait till you get that sound, perfect your crowd. Like, some people record on the phone and post it. You feel me? Just keep getting better until you can do what you got to do. You feel me?
Thanks. Perfect your craft till you release it.
Yeah. You feel me?
Appreciate that. Now, before I let you go, I definitely just want you to let the folks know where they can follow you on all socials.
Nardo Wick on everything. Just Nardo Wick.
Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagrams.
I don't got no Facebook. I got a Twitter, but I don't be on them. But it's Nardo Wick.
I noticed the newer artists don't use Twitter, but make sure y'all follow my boy Nardo Wick. Of course, go ahead, stream Who Won't Smoke. You know I got an aside to mix for this 4th of July weekend. Speaking of, what you got planned for this weekend? Chilling with the family? Or?
I don't even know yet.
Kicking it, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, make sure you stream that Who Won't Smoke video, of course, and then that brand new Pull Up going crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie. I like that one. I'm sure it's going dumb in the club. But make sure that you go ahead, stream my boy. Follow him on all streaming platforms. Anything you want to say before we hop out?
Nah, appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate you.